What do you think in basics, though, is the biggest benefits for players to attend these camps?
Well, the CGX camps are just awesome. I've been a part of a bunch of them. Probably the most important thing is the interaction you're going to get with the coaches. Per NCAA rules, we're not allowed to talk to players or parents until after June 15th of their sophomore year in high school, except for these camps. A little bit of preview for parents and prospective student athletes to get a chance to get in front of coaches, ask all the questions that they might not know the answers to. The other thing is just to get comfortable, because at some point, if you're going to play at this level, you're going to have to hit some really good shots in front of some college golf coaches. And I think this gives you a little bit of an advantage, getting comfortable doing that.
The most important things that the kids can get from these camps is that individual interaction with college coaches. It's the only permissible way to interact with college coaches, especially at such a young age. I think you get the information directly from the coaches. A lot of times, there's a lot of chatter about what college golf might be like, whether it's from parents or people that might think they know what it's like, but truly you're getting information directly from the sources in a permissible way at such a young age.
I think it's super valuable. I think, kids growing up in Canada might not understand the whole process, and it gives them an opportunity to, possibly not travel so far and still see how programs are run and how practices are run, and kind of gives them a little bit of an expectation on what to expect. And from a coaching perspective, it's get up there and see these young players, and hopefully it opens up avenue that these help these kids kind of play college golf, and even if it possibly for our programs.
CGX camps have been so unique for golf because it's our way as college coaches of getting access to different levels of players, different age group of players that we may not have access to prior to going into their junior year. So it's really nice to be able to meet these kids and get to know them, get to know their parents, and get to see who they are really as people before we start the recruiting process. But also, if they are in that recruiting age, it allows us to meet them in person. These CGX camps are some of the best ways for us coaches to build those relationships prior or during their recruiting process.
CGX does a really good job of removing the mystique around the recruiting process and understanding, helping kids and families understand the recruiting process, and just really getting comfortable around college coaches. We don't bite. We're a pretty nice crew. That's just really helpful to kids as they start to navigate the process, and they get a good sense of what it takes and what we're looking for.